Revision in biology of class 9. Good morning, students. From the last session, we are revising chapter 7, that is respiration in plants. Today, we will compare the process of respiration with burning because respiration is somehow similar to the burning. Reason are that in respiration as well as in burning, the reactants are and the products are similar. Means in respiration, glucose combines with the oxygen can produce carbon dioxide, water and energy in chemical form. But in burning, wood that may contain glucose, when combines with oxygen, it produces carbon dioxide, water, and here the form of energy is changed, that is, heat and light energy are produced during burning. So, see the comparison between respiration and burning. Sometimes respiration is compared with burning, such as the burning of coal. Both liberate energy, difference in their form, and both give the end products carbon dioxide and water. But this comparison is only superficial, not completely. The difference between the two are as follows. So here respiration is a cellular process because it takes place inside the living body. But burning or combustion takes place outside the body anywhere, hence it is non-cellular process. Second, respiration occurs at body temperature because respiration is a biochemical process that is catalyzed by certain enzymes. And enzymes always act at a particular range of temperature that is in between 35 to 40 degrees Celsius, and our body temperature is 37 degrees Celsius. That's why respiration occurs at body temperature. But burning always occurs at high temperature at ignition point. Respiration is a series of chemical steps. In the last session, we had discussed two steps that are glycolysis and Krebs cycle. Glycolysis further divide into 12 more steps. That's why it is said here it is a series of chemical steps. On the other side, burning occurs in single step. That's why respiration not completely similar with the burning process. It is carried out by enzymes. It is carried out by heat because if the temperature of the surrounding is very cold, it is very difficult for burning. Respiration is biochemical because it takes place, occurs inside the body. It's physiochemical. Here energy produced is in chemical form, that is ATP, along with some heat is also produced. That heat keep our body warm. In burning, whatever the energy released, liberated is in the form of heat and light. In respiration, no light energy is produced. Here, light energy is produced. So, this is all about the comparison between respiration and burning. Now, come to the new topic, the entire plant respire. So, in the aerial parts, there are 3 points through which a plant respire. that are stomata in leaves, lenticels in stem, and the general surface of the root. So, see the diagram here. The entire plant respire. So, roots, stem, as well as leaves. All these parts respire. But how? So, in leaves, especially on the under surface of the leaves, or ventral surface of the leaf, or lower surface of the leaves, contain minute pores, and the minute pores are known as stomata. So through stomata are the minute openings or pores through which a plant respires, means it exchanges oxygen with carbon dioxide during the night time and exchanges carbon dioxide with the oxygen during the daytime. So stomata are the site of exchange of gases in between the plant and the surrounding. Clear? Now stem. Stem means the stem must be a dicot stem, because in dicot stem secondary growth takes place, and due to the secondary growth stems become hard and woody, in that some permanent openings are there. Permanent openings are known as lenticels, and lenticels are the permanent opening through which a plant respires. In the stem, lenticels, that are the permanent openings through which they respire. Last, root. Entire roots respire. Means entire roots needs oxygen. That's why farmers used to tilling the land, loosening the soil, so that roots can absorb oxygen not from the water, not from the soil. It it respire oxygen from the atmosphere. So due to the tilling of soil or loosening of soil, oxygen reaches inside the soil, and from that plant take in oxygen. Clear? Here, earthworms are very useful. That's why earthworms are also known as friends of farmers, because earthworm makes burrow in the soil. Burrow in the soil means they losing the soil. Now next topic, two kinds of respiration, aerobic and anaerobic. See the book, copy. Kinds of respiration. Two kind, aerobic and anaerobic. Aerobic is also known as oxybiotic. Anaerobic is also known as anoxybiotic. Aerobic means in the presence of oxygen. Anaerobic means in the absence of oxygen. Clear all of you? Here it is, also known as oxybiotic. Anoxybiotic, presence of oxygen, absence of oxygen. Now see the overall chemical reaction. Here glucose C6H12O6, once combines with oxygen, it produces carbon dioxide, water and energy in chemical form. This is called aerobic respiration. Clear? Because here oxygen is present to complete the chemical reaction, and thus sufficient ATP, that is 38 ATP, is released due to the aerobic respiration. But When anaerobic reaction takes place means here glucose oxidized or broken down, not oxide actually broken down in the absence of oxygen into ethanol, that is ethyl alcohol, carbon dioxide and very small amount of energy, that is 2 ATP. This is known as anaerobic respiration or anaxibiotic. This is aerobic or oxybiotic respiration. Certain bacteria carry only anaerobic respiration. Yeast also carry out anaerobic respiration. That's why yeasts are used to produce alcohols, because this ethanol or ethyl alcohol is nothing but alcohol, and this anaerobic mode when carried out by yeast, a certain bacteria, in the process of production of alcohol, this anaerobic reaction is also known as fermentation process. Getting all of you? Now see the difference aerobic and aerobic. Purgins proceeds in the purgence of oxygen proceeds without using oxygen. Here glucose is completely break down. Here glucose is incompletely broken down. In aerobic, the end products are carbon dioxide and water. In anaerobic, it is the products are alcohol and carbon dioxide. In aerobic respiration, sufficient energy. Here, it occurs normally throughout life, but occurs temporarily for short period of time. So this is all about the difference between the aerobic and anaerobic respiration. Clear all of you? Let's revise the chapter. See the exercise question, because most of the objective questions will be asked from your exercise. Clear? Okay, have a good day. Bye all of you.